Okay, today we're going to talk about Google reviews. Now, I almost didn't make this video this morning because Google reviews is one of those topics that really gets my blood boiling for a variety of reasons. But the first reason is that as a business owner, you have no choice in the matter. If you want your business found anywhere on the internet, and especially on Google, you are going to have to start or open a Google My Business account. Now, once you open one of those accounts, you open yourself up for reviews by everyone in the world with very, very little oversight. And we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. But it's not going to matter whether the person who's reviewing you is anonymous, if they were never your client, if what they're saying is completely untrue, or even if their dog is posting the review, it's very unlikely that you're going to get it taken down. When I first saw this happening on social media and other places, when I first started seeing as an attorney other clients reviewing their attorneys, I thought, wow, there's an easy solution for this. All I'm going to do is put language in my fee agreement that says neither party is going to review the other on social media or on any other review site. And if the client didn't want to agree to that, they didn't have to hire us. They could go somewhere else. Brilliant, right? End of story. Well, it's actually not so brilliant. There's a little thing out there called the Consumer Fairness Review Act. Now, the Consumer Fairness Review Act is fair. Oh, it's actually not fair at all. I mean, the only person it's fair to is the consumer. It's kind of hilarious that nowadays our senators and people in the House of Representatives are railing against big tech because they have so much power over the little guy. Well, those are the exact people that are passing these nonsensical statutes like the Consumer Fairness Review. My God, I'm just going to call it the CFRA. The CFRA, which gives this sort of unlimited power to companies like Google. So under the CFRA, it is illegal and you will be fined if you attempt to put any sort of language in a services agreement or contract agreement that says neither you nor your client will review each other. So Congress wants an unlimited ability to have these online reviews, and as we'll see a little bit down the line, with very, very little oversight. So as an attorney, as any kind of business owner, what can you do when it comes to getting these bad reviews, and what can you do to actually maximize your 5-star reviews? Well, one of the first things you can do, and this is totally obvious, so don't get upset with me, is to get more 5-star reviews, obviously. But the reason I'm bringing this up is that a lot of attorneys and a lot of business owners, they just don't take the time and they don't have systems in place to reach out and ask their clients for 5-star reviews. That's the number one biggest thing that I see happening all across the country. So once attorneys start to reach out to those clients that they know they've done a good job for and ask for the review, hell, ask for a 5-star review, you will actually get more reviews that way. And ultimately, those 5-star reviews will make the 1-star reviews just seem unimportant or irrelevant or crazy. And actually, people get a little suspicious. We've worked with companies that have had so many 5-star reviews that people are kind of suspicious when they don't see any 1-star reviews. So a few 1-star reviews aren't going to kill you, but you have to work diligently to get as many 5-star reviews as possible. The second thing that you need to understand how to do when it relates to Google reviews is responding to those bad reviews that you see online. Now, I'm going to talk specifically to attorneys about this because there are different rules that impact how attorneys have to respond to reviews that their clients post online, and mainly because it implicates a lot of confidentiality issues. So if you're an attorney and you're looking at one of these 1-star reviews, you got to kind of know what the law is in your jurisdiction. But there's case law all over the United States that addresses these things, and there's a common theme in all of these cases. The first is you only can go far enough to address the allegations that are made in the online review, and that's a very narrow scope. So just because your client said you did something bad, it doesn't open up the whole case. You don't get to talk about everything. You don't get to call this person the devil. And in fact, the more restrained you are in your response, the better you are. So if you do feel the need to respond, do so in a way that's calm, that addresses the factual allegations of the case. One thing that it looks like courts really do not like is addressing money issues. So if you're saying, this client's a dirtbag, they didn't pay their bill, that's really frowned upon. So I would say be very judicious in responding to these things, but you do have to respond to them. The good thing about Google reviews is that essentially the client posts something, then you post something, and that's the end of it. They can go back and amend their review, but this is not like Facebook where it creates this huge line of responses or allegations and responses, and it goes on and on and on. So be careful. Check out the case law. We do have a memorandum that we make available to our clients about what they can and can't do, but you do have to respond to them. The last thing I want you to think about is actually responding to your 5-star reviews as well. And a lot of attorneys forget about this because we have a lot of other things that we need to focus on. But it really is best practices to respond to those 5-star reviews. Tell your client thank you for going online to review you, that you enjoyed working with them, that you're glad that they got a good result in their case. Because remember, they're going online and they can't do it anonymously, so everyone's seeing who they are and they're talking about something very personal. So you should be very appreciative of that. It makes your review page look a lot better and it makes everybody feel great. So what did we learn today? Well, number one, you can't put a non-review clause in your contract or you'll get in big trouble. Number two, you need to ask for 5-star reviews and you need to do it consistently. Also, if you have a bad review, you do need to respond to it. You need to do so judiciously with just the facts that allow you to respond. And don't be a total jerk when you're responding to these people, even if they're not telling the truth, because other people are going to think you're super aggressive to work with. And then the last thing is to go ahead and respond positively to all the 5-star reviews you're getting. So if you do that, your review game will be in great shape. Guys, hang in there, keep swinging for the fences, and I'll see you in the next video.